Hearing a lot of people saying that they're God, and it's unfortunate because the fool says in their heart there is no God. My understanding is that on the opposite end of the spectrum is just as foolish to say that you are God, because where is the fear of God if you think you are God? If you think that God broke himself down into fractals and we're all drops in the ocean and we are it, that tiny drop is the whole ocean. Got some pondering to do there. There's a book called The Kybalion. It explicitly says we are not the all. Okay, fine. You don't want to go into occultism or mysticism, no problem. The Bible itself says there is only one God, and besides him there is no other. When God uplifts a man to be at his right side, that's based off of God's will. And aligning with God's will is the true purpose of humanity, according to the divine revelations. What that means is service to mankind. And if you are God, let's say, for instance, we grant that, what are you a God of? Other humans? The Lord gave us dominion over all the animals, the trees, pretty much the whole earth. The vicegerent, if you will. He made us the stewards of the earth. For what? To glorify ourselves or to be humble? To be grateful that God gave us an opportunity to breathe of his spirit and acknowledge him. Acknowledge God as our creator. Acknowledge God that gave us life and how we move and have our being in his spirit, his consciousness. When you stop breathing, you lose consciousness, right? Just wanted to add that in there. I think someone saying arrogantly and pridefully that they are God. They say, I am that I am the creator. It's like, the creator's in you, sure. Yeah, the creator was conscious of you eternally, because there was no time when God was not, right? So God was always in operation in some way, shape, or form as an infinite, immortal being. So if he was conscious of us, in some spectrum, we are immortal, infinite beings as well. Now, the choice is yours. Are you going to live with God forever? Or are you going to deny God by denying his everlasting love and being out of his grace? Because the argument is this. They were saying that God, through his will, manifests all things. So there is no opposition. There is no entropy. There is nothing that is against God's life-giving essence and presence. So God wills for people to do evil. God tempts people to do evil. No, that's preposterous. So let's really think about what's the true enlightenment. And I'll leave you with one last thing. The serpent told people, Adam and Eve, if you eat of the knowledge of good and evil, if you get knowledge of good and bad, you'll be like God. Now people are believing, because they meditated and prayed or did whatever, got some esoteric knowledge, that they are God. And God knows best. May God guide us all to the right path. And may we all embrace the fact that God is ever watchful of us. Peace. I hope you have a blessed day. And let me know what you guys think. Like, share, subscribe. I don't really want to call this a ministry or anything, but you could always support. Go to the Patreon or whatever you guys are willing to do. As always, keep your vibe high. Praise the Most High. Yeah.